Alright, so we're in the main screen for the handheld device, and we're going to run the inventory RFID application, which is called S-Cloud. So we double click on that one. This will load the main menu where all the icons for the main functions will show up. This is a color code type of functions. So the dark blue ones are the ones that are meant for inventories, the light blue ones for transactions, the green ones for printing and scanning and doing encoding, and then the yellow ones for finding items or verifying encoding, and finally we got also the kill function, which is meant to eliminate tags that are not going to be used anymore. Okay, so let's start with the stock counts. We have different ways to do the stock counts here. We can do just a single stock count inventory. We can do a cooperative count with multiple handhelds at the same time, in the same place, in the same store. And then we can also use a reference to compare with the actual inventory that we are taking right now. Okay, we can also do inventory for cartons, but in this case we're going to stick to item level stock counting. All right, so let's start with stock count. Alright, so under this screen we can select the shop. In this case we're going to select shop number 2. We can configure all these different shops in the cloud application, and we can also configure the different zones for the shop. It could be a front store or a back store, and here's where we can also select if the inventory will be done with different devices in parallel. We can also change the configurations here for the type of read mode. We can choose low power, high power. We can do also barcode. So in this case we're going to just use the stop function, so we can trigger manually trigger which one we want to use. Alright, then we just press start. This is going to prompt us to this screen where we have the option to select if we want to use low power RFID, high power RFID, or barcode. But before doing that, we can go to this little wheel right here on the top right section, and here we can configure the power that we want to set for low power and the power that we want to use for high power. Okay, so we're going to leave low power at 10 and high power at 30. This scale is not necessarily linear, it's more like exponential. So, but 10 is to scan items that are very nearby, like if you want to just scan the items that are within a box. And high power is if you want to scan like a large room. Okay, so apply, and I have with me here right now 33 tags already printed and encoded. So I'm just gonna go with low power mode because they are really close to the handheld, and I will scan them, and yep, it's going to show 33 tags that we just scanned. Okay, now we have two tabs here. One is going to show the actual SKUs that we scanned with their UPC number, the product description, and the number of units of each of them. Right, in this case, for example, is 1, in this case is 2 of this one, 3 of this one, and then you want to see the actual pictures that belong to those. We can also do that as a reference, and then under EPC is going to show the unique product codes of each of them. And then with this we can just upload the inventory into the cloud application. We can enter a message here we want, or just submit it, and that's it. The inventory is now uploaded into the cloud.